Olá, Luis.
Olá, Catarina.
It's very nice to meet you again. So you are the director at ticAPP, ARTE, the State Technology Reform Agency in Portugal. Can you tell us a little bit about your journey at ARTE?
Yes, so ticAPP is a competence center for digital there. It's really a big challenge to run this because, we are supporting entities on their journey for digital. And being able to do this is a bit different from entity to entity. They don't have the same maturity in the starting level. So sometimes we have to spend more time in the analysis phase, but then over the time we get to get along and build very interesting services and make this a good path for everyone.
Thank you. And interoperability plays a crucial role in the digital transformation of public administration and governmental services in Portugal. Mm-hmm. Can you please tell us about the role of interoperability in the digital journey?
Interoperability is the ability of operating together. So we see it as a journey that you have to make side by side with entities. And as in private sector, where companies they measure themselves by profits and net values and stuff like that, we see that in government you have to measure the result that you have to measure is the time and the time that you are not spending on citizens' life. So every time you save time, you are building and you are delivering what you are supposed to do. So what we see is that interoperability is a means to an end. So it's definitely a tool that you place between two players or even more players once you have to orchestrate services also. But what we see is that you have to align by this result, focus on result. By the end, the punchline should be you are saving time to citizens and building trust with citizens.
When we were in Portugal earlier this year to organize the Interoperable Europe Roadshow, you actually shared with us very relevant examples of projects that you have undertaken that entail interoperability. Could you please tell us what was the most impactful project and how it impacted citizens and improved their lives?
Yeah, okay, so we are building different types of services, starting by having the most simple peer-to-peer services, but then once you have the needs of building additional integrations, you have to start orchestrating, and that's a different level of difficulty. And what we are most proud of is that you can actually already build some services that are proactive and automatic. And I believe that you heard this example from us. I can tell you about one of the simple way that we can interact is to provide information on the fiscal status of a citizen or a company in order to have something done. Okay? If you go to the next level and you make it orchestrating, we have, for example, the ability to check if a student has been registered in a specific region or school. And with that information, you can apply social benefits. Okay? Also, in government to business, we can also have the ability of a bank applying the knowing your customer processes according to regulation. They can ask the national platform of interoperability the information about this citizen and have their processes done. So once you make this work, you have this interoperability power that also challenges you to ask yourself, can I make this more proactive? Can I make it automatic? And at the end of the day, if you have citizens having their services and their relationship with the government a lot easier, you are building trust. And at the end of the day, once again, as we spoke before, you are saving time and getting trust.
Luis, what is coming next for this interoperability power in Portugal?
So regarding this power, I see that we already have a powerful platform. In these days, we are running about 80 services that are provided by different entities. Over 250 entities are connected to the platform. And this brings a mix or a grid of networking that is already consuming about 750 services, because services are being reused, and this is quite part of the power, that the ability to reuse the service. And what we need to do is, and we are very certain of that, we need to keep working with these partners that who are running, for example, the base registries in Portugal. Make sure they are aligned in this way, and make sure that they are fully committed on getting results. And for this, what we do is that we have formed like a large work group. We call it a data committee, where people discuss how semantic will be applied on this, what will be the metadata that can rise from this data committee, and so they can make sure that they are on the same page, define semantic and resolve semantic issues, and keep building most of the services together.
And in terms of semantic interoperability, in your view, what is still left to be done at EU level in relation to enhance semantic interoperability overall and across all EU member states?
Okay, so what we see is that not only locally, but inclusively when you think about cross-border interoperability, semantic is this art of speaking the same language. And what do we see, and we still see, is that at this moment of time, there is a certain lack of alignment on some topics. And what is left to be done is to make that clear, be certain that in every category of data there is an alignment, that every member state is applying the same rules, that they understand each other and they speak this semantic language.
Luis, to finalize our interview, what advice would you give to other member states in relation to their journey towards semantic interoperability within and across borders in the EU?
So the best advice that I can have, and based on experience, would be actually two advices. The first one is personal. Be patient. Be very, very patient. And the second one is to please have every principal stakeholder seated on the same table to start. Define alignments from the first day. And once again, on the personal side, I will advise that leaders should look for people that have this passion. They say the same passion as you do, building interoperability, building alignments. If you have this alignment, you will be able to get your team trying, failing, but going back on track and try different approaches. And by the end of the day, you will be celebrating that the once only technical system, the S can mean success and not struggle.